Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing good. Today is Friday, February 8th, 2013, and I am actually doing a response video to some comments made of my video yesterday. The whole purpose in me doing weekly topics and random videos is for others to, number one, get my viewpoint, my experience, my opinions, and number two, to also ask questions or give your viewpoint or your opinions so that we can put all these in front of us for somebody who's confused or might need some guidance to say, hey, yeah, I fit into that, or hey, that really helped me. My whole purpose on just documenting my transition is to help others. Yeah, it's for me, but it's mainly to help others. And as I go along in my transition, and as I do these videos, I learn more and more, not just about myself, but about others. And I have accumulated really, really good people in my life from this, friends via the internet and acquaintances and just a whole realm of support from everyone. So when you guys see a video of mine and you have a question about something, maybe even happened in my life, and maybe I didn't clarify it, or you weren't sure where I was coming from, and you'd like to know, you can either inbox me or you can write it on the video. I should get it in my email. If I haven't responded to you on something, please bring it to my attention that you would like that response, because again, I apologize. I've been really sick for 3.5 months. I'm still not out of the woods yet, and I'm just now starting to feel good enough to start doing videos again. So that being said, I am going to talk about a few things that Caleb, my buddy in Pennsylvania, has asked me. And the first one is, do I find I have more connection or kinship with men? And my answer is yes. Caleb mentioned that because I'm always stating that I haven't changed, that I've always thought this way or felt this way, that he's curious to see if things have changed with me since I've transitioned. And I have found more of a kinship and connection to males. I don't think it's because I've changed anything about me as far as how I interact, how I respond, how I carry myself. The difference is because I look male. And I think that because I physically look male, that other guys, like my family, the males in my family, they now are starting to accept me as one of the elders, the male elders in the family. Actually, I am the elder besides my stepdad, but of this family, I am an elder male. And so I see the difference in that, and that's where that connection is, because we've always had good relationships. We've done things together. We fished, we've hunted, or not hunted. We've shot guns together, and but there was always a fine line, and I always just felt disappointed, and I felt frustrated because they just they would respond to each other in a different way than they would respond to me, and so I always felt like I was out of the cart with them. So now that I am transitioning, and they can see since my top surgery, since my voice has dropped, I'm starting to look more masculine. Now that they can see that, there has been a great difference, and I hope that is for you guys too. Another question he's asked is, do I think in some ways different now? About life, no. About how I interact, yes. It's unfortunate that we have to be limited from responding or showing a softness about us towards like children that were limited to that because of other males that have paved a black cloud. The molestations, the predators, the kidnappings, the murders of children, and primarily have all been men. There's been some women, but primarily been men. And so people are really on an alert as far as like if you're in the grocery store, you're in the mall, and you see a child and you smile at them and stuff, Not that someone's gonna look at you, go, you know, but you just don't know, and you don't want to set off anything that is not invited. So I really watch myself there. I also was talked with by Tony. A few months back, we had gone to my niece's first horse halter show with horses, and we were introduced to her friend's parents, and my sister was there, and Tony, and my niece's husband, and it was really awkward. No one talked. And in my family, I've always been the let's get things started kind of person. I don't like awkwardness. I will engage in conversation, try to find a happy medium, see if there's anything that we have in common that we can talk about, whatever it may be. I was that person. I was that person that day. The difference is that the wife, the mother of my niece's friend, was sitting next to me, and her husband was on the other side. And so I turned to her and asked her, how long has, your daughter been da 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 da. And Tony says, you just have to be careful. You should have might have addressed the male, looked at him first, and if she would have responded, that's fine. But you gave him the opportunity. You were showing him you were directing your conversation at him. So there's some things that you just really have to watch. Um, like I said, it's really, really sad that here we are finally free, and then we have to watch our P's and Q's at times. But I get it. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And so, yes, I have changed some of the ways that I used to handle things differently now. Do I have a hard time expressing things with the right words? At times, I didn't know if it was really because of the transition or if it was just my age. I sometimes will say the wrong word and I mean something different, and I haven't done it lately, but in the beginning of my transition, which had nothing to do with transition, but I said something, it came out wrong, and the conversation went to an argument, and a very escalated, heated argument, and I was just thrown back how this person responded to me and hurt me and devastated me. And so from that moment on, I have been training myself not to even give my views or my opinions to, especially that certain person. And, it's really sad, but when people are angry, sometimes what they say is really how they feel, and other times they're just saying it to cut you down or hurt you. Neither one is right. They should have had a conversation with you before they blew up. But yeah, I think I don't know if that was testosterone or if that was just me. I've been disabled for 7 years now, and the first couple years, up until my spinal cord stimulator, I was on so many different medications, and I was so puffy, and I was much bigger than what I am, and I couldn't think, I couldn't concentrate. I was being led by drugs, and they weren't narcotics, but it's it's been better now. So I didn't know if that was age or if it's the testosterone. What I do find though is that I'm not feeling a need to express myself as much. I just sit and listen, and I'm really trying to do that. Like I said, I was the awkward, to go person. My niece's sixth grade party, her 12th party, she was in sixth grade. Her 12-year party, My sister asked me to come over because she did not know how to entertain these kids, and I got them up dancing and all that stuff because that's just what I do. Especially when it's a good nervous awkwardness, let's get involved, let's get going on this. So, it could be age, Caleb. It could be part of our age. It could be part of the fact that you and I both are disabled, and sometimes we don't exercise our brain as much, and then we lose some of the words. I mean, I'm telling you, sometimes I can hear my CPU trying to find the file where the word is, and it doesn't retrieve it. So, and then I'll watch the video afterwards, and then I'll remember I should have used this word. My vocabulary is bigger than just simple words. But anyway, that could be either or. Are you more assertive but introverted? Yeah, I think so. I think assertiveness, people can take it two different ways. Assertiveness doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It means that it's a confident thing, that you feel good about yourself, that you are secure with yourself. Now, the bad way of assertiveness is when you cross over the line and you become a control freak or something like that, you know. But I'm more confident, like I said. Now I know people see me for who I am, and it does make you hold your head higher and your shoulders back, and you do feel good about yourself. And when you look in the mirror, you can see the man you're becoming. So, more introverted. I've always been introverted. I don't have a problem talking to here I just went fog blank. Strangers. Thank you. People I don't know or just introduced, like I said earlier. I can strike conversation. Don't put me in a room and make me awkward because I will talk. However, if I don't, if I'm not in a need to talk because of awkwardness and everyone's talking, I'm very into myself. And I think a lot of that was because no one saw me for who I was. And when I quit drinking 7 years ago, I didn't drink a lot, but I would drink Monday night football games. Whenever we all got together, I would drink, and it was a 6 pack to a 12 pack. I was a binge drinker. I didn't drink every day, and I didn't drink. There was weeks we didn't drink, but when I drank, I drank, and I'm a happy-go-lucky drink. It makes me relax. It makes me, accept the things that I know that's going on inside of me. It lets me file that stuff and put them down to the bottom so I'm not feeling them. But when I quit drinking, and the reason why I quit is because I can't tolerate the oh, excuse me, the smell of alcohol anymore. I don't know if it had to do with medications I'm on or what. I can't even I can't even stand the taste of it. So what I found myself is I don't fit in. I really don't have anything in common with any of these people. And but I love them all. They've been my friends for 20 years, most of them. And I don't plan on leaving or going anywhere. But I do realize that I'm not the same person. I'm not a person who's forced to have to fit in. Um, I am who I am now that I'm out and they see me transitioning. Uh, I am who I am, and if they don't like it, if they have a problem with it, you know, I'm not a, I don't have a problem with them not being around. It hasn't happened, but that's just kind of the attitude I have now. I don't go around saying, if you got a problem with me, tough shit. I'm not that kind of person. But they have noticed I'm quieter, but they also see that I'm happier, and they see it in my eyes, and they see it in the way I carry myself. And of course, I've always been the big, one of the things they used to call me was a Brazilian bullfrog. And the reason why they call me that is because the Brazilian bullfrog is beautiful, has many different colors and spots, but poisonous. And what they meant by that was, watch out because I can't handle business. if I need to. So there's a lot of little jokes, a lot of little nicknames they gave me, more masculine because I was the more masculine one of the whole bunch. And there's some that tried to be like me. So it's just that's what it is. Uh, I'm still an introverted person. I like to keep to myself, and I don't think that's really changed with the testosterone. I think the assertiveness has, and being confident and feeling good and holding my head high. Now people know what I'm about, whether they can see the physical changes or not. Now they know what I'm about. So, anyway, that is some of my responses to Caleb. I hope it helped you, Caleb. And I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm all 15 minutes on this. Let me say real quick, Nan asked me if my hands had changed physically. That some she hears does and some she doesn't. And I have seen guys' hands get more masculine, the younger guys. My hands here have not changed. It's probably because I'm closer to the camera, but I have always had big hands, strong hands, and I asked Tony today, has my hands changed, and she said no. So I have my dad's hands. I'm strong, and no, mine hasn't. So anyway, guys, take care of yourself, and I hope this recorded because this is my 5th time. Talk to you later. Oh, take it one day at a time and make your journey as simple as possible.